evidently the air of the rake failed, rake stick up in here. I'd have to talk to that rake operator. So I guess I go home and talk myself in mirror because I raked this up. That's right, I did that, so I can't complain about it. Welcome back to bed 10, y'all. Gonna try to cut a little hay this morning, but we gotta fix them over first. So our tension bolt for this big spring, it snapped. Went and got one yesterday. We just got to get her put on, so we're gonna pull over by the shop. That way if we gotta do any cutting and whatnot. We're selling hay. We are over halfway done. We probably got 2/3 of all the stuff we got to cut so far. We got about 1/3 of it left. Tried to cut a bunch yesterday, but this bolt decided to give out, and it took a little while to go get parts and come back. So that leaves us where we are right now. We're gonna get this thing worked on. I guess if I can get the other side parked by the shop door, it'd be better. Get her turned around. That way the side we're working on is closer to the tools. And we gotta get the O1 off. I'm back into it. Maybe it didn't mess my spring up. Gotta do some measuring and figure out how far I need to set that nut before we take that off. 6 3/16. 6 3/16. Oh, it's too big. We got that off. That's a start. We might get her out, maybe. Oh yeah, we're right there at the end of it. Just not wanting to cooperate, Dylan. We're gonna change your tactics, Dylan. It'll come out now. We're gonna weld it on there. Let me think for a minute. We can do it like, let go through there. Oh, look at there, Don.
What's that?
I welded that bolt to it, and I got it to thread in that way. It wouldn't thread all the way out. I welded a nut onto it. It must have had a bad spot at the very end.
Yeah.
To get it backing out, it wouldn't back all the way out.
You get it out like you want?
Oh yeah, the end was boogered all to pieces. I'd have never screwed that out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's wore there a lot, hadn't it?
Yep, but that worked. Re-raking hay today. This is the hay we got rained out of field on the other day. So we're trying to get everything flipped over. Basically, was taking it and flipping it. Basically, was taking it, flipping every row. They was rolling it over, getting the bottom on the top and the top on the bottom. Alex is over there cutting on the side of the tree line right there. He's trying to cut hay. He may get done cutting hay day. I don't think he will. He'll be close. Depends on how that goes. I think we'll probably finish up tomorrow cutting hay. But I've got this field to rake, one more to rake, and then I'll have everything raked up, and we'll probably wait till Monday before we get back belling hay. That's okay though. We may move a lot of hay tomorrow and I'll start picking some up. We got a lot of stuff going on, so we're trying to keep busy. It's 10:30 here. I meant to be out of here an hour ago, raking hay, but got mowing the yard this morning, and they come down and started side dressing the corn at the house this morning. So since I side dressing the corn, I got that bucket of fertilizer. Because it's not fertilizer I paid for it. I put it on the garden, so I did that this morning. I wanted to get some fertilizer on my garden, and I'm watering the garden. So by the time I get all stuff done, and come back over here, it's 10:30. It's supposed to finally get hot today. Today is June 3rd. Yep, June 3rd. Saturday, June 3rd. It's supposed to get hot today. And I'm talking smoking hot today, finally. So we're going to try to keep an eye on temperature and everything today. I'm this case here, we're just idling through the field raking. It don't take a lot of horsepower to rake, so we're just kind of idling through here. Save a little fuel and just push the hay over. We'll have to watch that 29 to make sure she don't get hot on today. We'll have to keep an eye on her, so. And see if we can get that thing. We'll get to raking hay and hopefully get everything done today, man. Get some hay movers and everything. Made it back to the field that we got rained out of. There's our two bales. Right there. That looks like they survived okay. Turned out okay. We'll get all this hay flipped up. We got half of it raked. This half up here is not raked. This half down here is. Again, I missed flipping the windrow over. Putting a good turn on it. We'll get this stuff flipped over and get done. Get some fresh stuff raked. And go get further. Almost got it done. Found me a treasure a while ago. Pretty big one. Good thing I hit that tractor. I don't know how I missed with this one. I think it's right in the center of it. Just jump over it. Breaking hay. You see, I've got just inrows basically put in here. And we'll go get the baler. Blow it off. Great. I grease before coming by the day. Blow it off, oil it. And we're ready to go. I think I want to blow it off good. I had a chance to blow it off good. So blow it off good, check the antifreeze in the tractor, make sure the radiator's flushed up good. But she's getting hot out here. It's 12:30. It's just getting hotter. And we'll get back here to bale hay. Oh, we got the baler hooked up. It's kind of nasty. I went ahead and get the leaf blower out and blow it off good. I ain't blowed it off good yet. So we got close to 300 bales on last time I looked, so it needed to be blown off good. So I took the time and blew it off real good. Everything looks tight, nothing's stretched, looks good. Everything seems to be fine. I agree, she just went to the field today in the rain. And as you can tell, it got a little rain on it, but didn't get enough rain to wash it off, just enough rain to get it wet. So I just oiled the chain good, blew her off, checked everything, and we are off the field. Bells hay. There's mine for coming on. And Alex is over in here now somewhere. He's on the second or third field. I heard him a while ago when this tractor turned off. We'll go to this backfield back here first. I done a while ago. We'll bale it first because it's back off by itself. This other field up here is the next field. We'll go to it next because what Alex is cutting is right next to that field there. So I won't have to leave a half a bale. We'll make a small bale. When I get down and have a full bale left, I'll look like I don't have enough to make another full bale. I'll just leave that windrow for a couple of days. So I'll come back and pick out enough when I go to the next field. That one I'm not leaving a bunch of small bales around. I don't need a bunch of small bales. I'm trying to make them when I got to. We're going to prepare to get the gate open and get in here and get started. So this is a lot smoother field we're running on right here. As you can see, I'm not bouncing around too much. It's pretty smooth. I'm able to actually grab another gear in this thing. I'm running third range,
6.5 miles an hour. Well, probably not 6, probably like 5.5 miles an hour. Where I'm at, maybe 6, and it's fine. Also, this hay right here has been on the ground. When did I cut this? When did I cut this? A week? It's been down around a week, so it's really dry hay. Maybe a week? I don't know. It's been on the ground it's been on the ground a while. So it's really dry hay. It's flipped it over this morning, it's dry. Wind's blowing up, it dried off good, so ain't got to do on it. It's just, father's running a really good thing. I look a little hot because I finally got my first stick hung in it. 400 bales in, I finally got a stick up in it, along as the tree line right through here. And then the raker raked evidently the rake the field, rake a stick up in here. I'd have to talk to that rake operator. So I guess I go home and talk myself embarrassed because I raked this up. That's right, I did that, so I can't complain about it. I got it out, it came out rather easy, it was just finding it. It took a minute to find it. I got it now, we're running again. We're making bales, as you can tell from the beeping. Well, we got a few fields knocked out today. Didn't shoot a whole lot of it. Why? Camera got hot. Yep. Good old GoPros, they do not like getting warm. It has got up to about 90 today. We're what, 2nd of June, 3rd of June, I think? We're at the start of June. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 fields left on this farm to cut tomorrow. We got 3 fields on the next farm to cut. It's just right down the road, and we'll be done with hay. Well, we'll be done cutting hay. Good news about it being up in the 90s, what I cut this morning is almost right up the bale right now. Well, we're going to get more hay tomorrow, and I'll get some good action shots in. Crews out of here, looks like Jesse got some of this baled up that got rained on. That's good. Yep. Oh yeah. There's a roll of hay. There's 2 rolls of hay. So we got to cut that field up there tomorrow. We cut down there by this pond just to get it knocked out of the way, keep from having to bush hog it. Better gear it down. So this hay caught it rain on it Wednesday. Yeah. It got rained on Wednesday. He got all that bale. He's probably up in the back finishing up. So I'm gonna do, it is, so what time it is? Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. I'm gonna go fill this tractor up and quit for the day. Top her off the fuel, shut her down, and we'll go from there. So we'll catch back up with y'all tomorrow. We'll be rolling on some more hay. We'll see you then. And we're back at it, folks. We got down here in the last field for today. Get this in the whack knocked out, and we'll have 2 fields left to cut tomorrow. I've been running for a little while. It is Sunday afternoon, going into stretching on into Sunday evening. I'm getting a little bit done. Kind of a slow go the first day. It's a slow go because it's a Sunday. I'm trying not to tear nothing up. We'll do a little something different. We're going to talk about laying a hay field out. So, we're on the first pass. We're going down the edge of the field. You can see right here behind us, you'll notice that we got a path that's cut and a path that's not cut. So what I'll do is I'll come back in a couple passes and we'll get this edge
So I leave that like it is right now. That way if there's any limbs or anything, like we just run one over. Like that we just hit. If there's any limbs, we can catch them with the tractor tires and we know to go around them with the hay mower. So we get it laid out and then we'll be coming back and cutting off that. Now, this spot of hay on the edge is a little bit thin that we're running in right now. But you can kind of expect that with the competition from the trees and whatnot to get the nutrients. If you notice, as we're going, the hay tarp is kind of laying back and it's pushing the taller grass. There's a tree limb. So the hay tarp is kind of laying backwards and it's pushing the taller grass forward. That helps the mower to cut the taller grass. It'll get the short grass just fine. And then once you look what's coming up the back of the mower, you'll notice a nice laid down, smooth trail of hay or fresh cut grass. It's fresh cut grass right now. It's not hay yet. It's probably 2 days away from being hay. It is up in the 90s today. I mean, technically this stuff could turn into hay by tomorrow afternoon. Now, if we'd have cut this first thing this morning, by lunch tomorrow, it would be good to roll. We'll get into a little bit thicker hay up here. You'll get a better grasp of how the hay mower works. And on setting that hay mower up, you can set them a few different ways. I know people like to run them lean backwards, or they'll jump rocks and stuff. I know some folks like them lean forward where they'll cut the grass really low. Well, nowadays I prefer to run one level. For years we ran one rock backwards and it worked great. You hardly ever hit any rocks. The downside is it wears your skid plates plumb out. And it doesn't wear the front of your skid plate where it's thicker, it wears the back side of your skid plate where it's thinner. It'll wear them slap out and you're putting skid plates on something. So I've gotten to accustom this last, I don't know, I guess 15 years of running it level. And that's what the owner's manual says to do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna step at the start of the field again. We are up here. I'll run a little wide. You can see right there where I've done a cut. A little bit rough up this end of the field, but we'll get back over and we'll scoot over into our next stump. If you can see that front tire right there, I'm trying to ride or run up as close to my last pass as I can. This particular mower we're running, it's a Heston 1007. So it's a 9-foot cut. We've been running it the last 4 or 5 years, maybe 4 years. But it's been doing a fine job for us. So you just mash back up and you try to stay there. Now we're gonna go around. You can see there's a tree. We're gonna zig this way. And then we'll jump back into where we need to be. I know what you're thinking, man, you should cut that tree down, that'd be make it feel a lot better. You're right, it would. However, I'm not cutting trees on hay ground. We'll just cut around them. So we got enough width cut in to cut around the field. I feel comfortable coming back and closing this edge off. So this is the edge right by the road. We done cut it one. Well, it's our opening pass by this little road here. We'll close it off. And then we'll come back around and finish the field out. And on this edge of the woods, I stay off of it a pretty good bit. These limbs and stuff, like we're gonna miss one right here, there's a limb. I'll push those out of the way when we come pick hay up, and that way we can cut right up against it in the fall. Well, I
say fall, it'll be an August cut. So that's kind of how the hay mower works. All right, folks, that's got us finished up for today. Got to get the flashers turned on. We got to drive off this bank. Then we can pick the hay mower up. We can set her back. We got to set it back down. Because you'll see in a minute, there's a tree laying across the road. So we got to run it on down. Right about there. Yeah, see the tree? Bang. The mower barely fit under it a while ago. I had her lowered way down. Yeah. She's leaning. We barely fit underneath that darn tree. So yeah, the county probably needs to come get that out of the road. She's in the way. To say the least, it's in the way. I'm gonna tool off to the Ford's house. Get things split up for today. Y'all remember, if you like what you see, subscribe to the video, drop a comment if you feel like it, give her no thumbs up. Like always, good Lord's will, catch you on the flip side. Until the next.